Nowadays, you can find imitation products almost anywhere, and they look more and more like the originals, making them harder to tell apart. That's why, if you don't want to be sold an imitation at the price of an original, stick around because today we're going to look at all of them. 10 tricks to tell fake products from original ones. If you consider yourself a true tiner, you'll leave your like before the video starts. This is something only true tiners do, because they already know they're gonna love it. Perfumes. There's no doubt that perfumes are among the most popular gifts, and this makes them one of the most counterfeited items. If you're gonna buy it from a street vendor, no matter how much they tell you it's original, you have a 99.9% chance that it's fake. Either way, when you go to buy one, if you have access to see the jar, pay attention to all the details. The original jar will be well made, while the fake one will have seams, and you'll see that it doesn't have a good finish. Another detail is that the jar should have a serial number engraved, never stuck on, and it should also match the number engraved on the part underneath the box. But if you don't have the chance to see the jar, keep something in mind. The plastic wrapping the box should always be tightly stretched. If it's a bit loose or the plastic is of poor quality, don't even think about buying it because they're selling you an imitation. Cell phone? Fake cell phones are getting harder and harder to tell apart, but I'll try to help you with some tips. The secondhand market is full of sellers trying to trick you with fakes because the truth is they really do look real. However, you have to be very attentive and observe all the details. Manufacturers usually show the models on their websites with every detail. For example, this fake iPhone is one of the best copies that currently exist. But if we look closely, we'll notice that the flash is different from the original. And in the place of the second microphone, the fake one has a reset button. But without a doubt, the best thing we can do is check the phone's international mobile equipment identity. To do this, we'll dial *##06#. Then the device will give us a number, and we can enter that number on the website we're looking at to see if it's original. There, it will give us all the information about the phone and tell us if it's really the product we want to buy or if it's a counterfeit. Sneakers. There are many websites on the internet where it's not hard to find Chinese counterfeits being sold as originals. For the most popular sneaker models, to avoid this, some brands have given us tips to tell their sneakers apart. In the case of Converse, they advise you to pay special attention to the logo they put on the back of the sneakers and to make sure what's under the star. The registered symbol shouldn't appear, but above all, they tell you to look inside the sneaker. Because the fabric they use for this has a yellowish tone, while the fake ones will be completely white. Adidas, on their part, says you should look at the logo and that it should be clear and sharp. Normally, fakes tend to have small flaws in the logo, which will be noticeable if you look closely. Well, bags from top brands are usually very expensive. And that's why, if you're going to spend a lot of money on one of them, you should make sure you don't get scammed. To make sure of that, study the bag in detail on the manufacturer's website, since any kind of imperfection in the stitching, like a loose thread, is already a reason not to trust it. Another aspect to keep in mind is the zipper, that it works properly and that the pull tab is perfect. And one thing that we often overlook is the brand name itself. Make sure that the lettering is the original from the brand and that the label is correct. In this case, Chanel is a French brand that manufactures in Italy. That's why, the fake one is the one from the left, Topa. In general, in this category, you would find t-shirts, pants, and clothing items. In general, one of the things that quickly draws attention to whether the garment is real or fake is the quality of the fabrics. Imitations can sometimes perfectly copy what you can see, but they can't copy what you can do. Another clue can be seen in loose threads and poorly finished seams, because this is something we would never see in top quality garments.